To see somebody else do it a few weeks later, I have to compare it, and I prefer Suki dolls. It's a new day in the workroom, and I have some exciting news to share with you guys. I did a fun project with Trojan condoms and Boa, the queen from Canada's Drag Race Season 1. It's going to be dropping on Friday. It's really fun. Can't wait for you guys to see it. You'll be able to view it on the Canada's Drag Race YouTube page. It's geogated to Canada though, so if you're not in Canada, you can go over to my Patreon to see the full video, or just go over to my social media platforms. I'll be posting some clips there as well on Friday. Let's get into this video, but before that, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hello, it costs nothing and it helps us grow. Alright, let's get into this video.
Can I just get something out of my head? I just want to know, is there a reason why I was chosen last?
Oh.
Come on, spicy Latina.
Oh my goodness. I think when I was choosing, I actually kept having flashbacks of the Rusical.
So Eve 6000 is gone. Some people think she needed to bake a little longer. Wink, wink, Kamora. But that's fine. What I want to talk about is Adriana still being a little salty that she wasn't picked first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. She was picked last. Get over it. You're still in the competition. You're here because you're good. You're here because you're valid. Don't get wrapped up into those little details. Like, it's not worth it.
There's only one thing you can do.
Oh no!
You must kill her.
Oh my god! Why?
And I'm stuck.
My god, her pussy is on fire!
This week's mini challenge is ridiculous and pretty funny. The girls had to dress up like an artist, a painter, and make a painting that depicts their inner saboteur and present it. First of all, before I get into the actual girls and what they did, what is up with Amanda Wergel's freaking wig? It's a cute wig on her, but it looks like it came right out of the pack and onto her head. I don't understand what's happening there. Now, the girls did a great job with this mini challenge. A lot of them were actually good. Like, they're really good artists. I would buy some of these paintings to put in my home. Others weren't so great, but like Iceis, she sold the hell out of it. Like Kamora, she sold the hell out of it. Everyone was really fun. I loved Adriana as well. There wasn't one that I didn't like.
This is a brick house. And as we see, she is peeking out from behind. There goes my jacket. Sabotage and delusion.
Iceis
Couture wins a mini challenge, and she deserved it because that performance was Oscar worthy.
For this week's Maxi-challenge, we're gonna have a hell of a time. Tomorrow is the Sinner's Ball.
This week's Maxi-challenge is a ball. I love a ball challenge. So the categories are as follows: sex, love, drugs, and rock and roll. I think that's what it said. And Ugliest Sin. And then the third look is going to be a design challenge type situation. They gotta make something. This is gonna be good.
Using the materials that lie beneath these tombstones, each of you will design a look based on one of the 7 deadly sins.
The girls are in the workroom working on their garments, and I'm very excited for Iceis and for Pythia because they seem to be like the most stylish queens. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I feel. Like, they have really unique points of view, great perspectives, and I'm really excited to see what they make and also what they brought from home because I know it's going to be really good. Now, who I'm worried about the most is Kamora Amor because she is not feeling the fabrics that she has to like create out of. And if you're not feeling the fabric, you're not being inspired by your box, then it could really go a direction that you didn't want it to go, and you're not confident in it already, so it's just going to be a mess. So I'm really hoping that she surprises me on the runway and it turns out to be really good, because I want her to do well.
It's sometimes a little confusing for me, making sure I'm giving the right pronouns and the right association to everyone. I find it difficult sometimes.
So what's your question?
Well, my question is, bitch, just basically like, okay, so what does everyone here kind of identify as? Because I want to make sure that I talk to you as you need to be addressed.
They also have this beautiful conversation in the workroom. Again, love the mirror moments. Kamora wanted to know, like, what is everyone's pronouns? What do you identify as? Because we're in this competition together. I don't really know how, if I've been addressing anyone incorrectly and being disrespectful unknowingly. So that was really great to see that conversation between drag queens, because one would think that drag queens, being mostly males impersonating females and very rooted into the LGBTQIA+2 community, and if I missed a letter, sorry, one would think that they're like really hip to it. They know how to address people, or they know how to like start a conversation and to get to that point, or whatever the case is, how to maneuver new language and all of that. But no, they're people just like me and you. And while they're in the nightlife, they're in the community, they're front and center, they too struggle sometimes really grasping certain things and unlearning certain things. So I like that conversation. Put the bass in your walk, head to toe. Gigi Gorgeous looks absolutely incredible. The face is 100, the body is amazing, and those titties. I think she looks gorgeous. I didn't expect anything less. She is a freaking mogul, a makeup mogul at that. The other judges, they be looking how they look. Brooklyn, I love this whole vibe that I'm getting. It's on brand for what the whole thing is, the theme is this week. I like it. I'm even into the mullet. I didn't know if I was gonna, I saw it in the previews and everything and I was like conflicted, but I think I've seen it enough times now that I'm really into it.
Category is sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Pythia's look for the sex, drugs, and rock and roll runway, it's good. Like, I love the skin illusion with the tattoos, but it's like Suki Doll did that a few weeks ago. And Suki Doll pissed on the stage when she did that. Like, it was, the body was down, the garment was down, the hair was down. Suki Doll did the damn thing on that one. So to see somebody else do it a few weeks later, I have to compare it, and I prefer Suki Doll's. I do, however, love the print of the undergarments that are poking out because it's very rock and rolly and trashy. I love the belts all the way down the leg. I think that's so cool, where it's like a different shoe from the other with the fishnets. I don't live for the purple hair with it. It's so interesting, but I have to say that it's not my favorite. Kendall Jenner looks different. First of all, I like the tattoos that she put on her. I don't think those are our actual tattoos. Have I not noticed that she had tattoos before? I don't think these are, but I like the tattoos. The eye makeup is different. The hair is fun. Neon green glow in the dark locks. That's fun. I actually like this suit. It's just like, it seems to be falling off of her. And I don't know if it's fitting well. I don't know if maybe it needs to be tied a little tighter so it could stay in place. But it moves around a lot and it looks to be falling off. But the padding is amazing and she looks like she's having a blast. So this geometric look is very reminiscent of her design challenge outfit first episode when she lip synced. So that's the first thing that came to mind, but I love this hair. The hair is freaking rad. I like the outfit itself. I don't always go for the one leg thing. It doesn't appeal to me personally, but it's done well. I love the blue and the black. I love the guitar built into it. It's really good. Like, Gia came to frickin' party. I'm into this. I love Adriana, but I don't love this look. And it's not a bad look, get that straight. I feel like it's a little subdued. I don't need a half jacket thing. I don't need that. It's like, why? You know, sometimes you try to design something and you try to over design it. That's what it's giving. It's a lot of stuff going on and it's just not giving me what I want from it. The boots, the cat suit, the big old trench coat, that's only half. The hair, it just doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. It works for somebody else. Iceis is giving exactly what she said she's giving. This is a 80s on acid rock and roll cartoon version of a freaking, rock and roll diva. It's fun and it's different. Rock and roll doesn't always have to be black. Rock and roll isn't always heavy metal. So this is a different interpretation. It's like 80s Barbie rock and roll on acid. I'm here for it. So Cynthia Kiss came at it at a different angle. She is not trying to be the rock and roll lead singer of a band like most of the other girls. She's coming at it as, the pretty groupie at a rock concert trying to get with one of the band members, maybe the drummer. She says the lead singer, but I think it's a drummer. Yeah. And I see this girl. I know this girl at a rock concert with the ugly hat and all. I've seen this person. I like the look. I think it's a really beautiful jumpsuit. I love the split in the middle. It's very fashion forward. It's very edgy. I love it. I must say, I do like how Cynthia accessorizes. It's very minimalistic and soft and feminine. It's not very draggy. Sometimes I do prefer a draggy aesthetic with a lot of jewels, but in other times I like it subdued and I think it's very cute. Miss Kamora Amor decided to go the other route, which I loved because it's not stereotypical rock and roll that everybody knows. She went the Tina Turner route, which Tina Turner was a rock and roll artist. Get it together, get it right. She was. And I love the idea. I will say that I would have rathered if instead of just sequins and some fringe, it was a lot of beading. It would have been a lot more extravagant and a lot more impactful. But I get it, not everyone's going to be able to go out there and get, pounds of beads to make an extravagant dance costume. So this is a really fun and economic, alternative, and it still does the job. It's just not as impactful, I feel.
Category is Ugliest Sin.
Cynthia in Ugliest Sin, very good. Very good. It's reminding me of that category that they had on All Stars 2 when Katya did the whole crocheted look. But this is done so well. I love that it's ugly, but it's still very fashion forward. That one leg out with the hair on the leg is sending me. I love the headpiece with the different colors. This is very, very good. It's ugly as sin, but it's at the same time it's ooh, but it's fashion. Kendall looks great in the face and the hair is laid. Now, this is ugly as sin. This is an ugly outfit. The neck looks like it's made from a ribbon, a satin ribbon. The tulle is the ugliest combination of colors. This cat is barfing up some green stuff and the colored two-tone tights. All right, I get it. It's Ugliest Sin, but can there be a little fashion sprinkled into it where it's like, oh, this is not good, but you know what? It could work. This could not work on any level. It's just ugly straight across the board. So if that's the brief, you nailed it. Geometric has done something that I would never expect on Drag Race. It's different, and I love that. It's a whole dress made of gum, or it looks like gum. I think it's made from like deflated balloons. That seems like what the material is. Either way, the illusion is like there's just gum all over her. There's hair stuck all over her. There's gum in the hair. It's ugly, but with an element of fashion and like avant-gardeness. It's really cute. The only part I hate is like the shoes, but it's Ugliest Sin, so work. I love this. Adriana in this patchwork is so freaking ridiculous. I don't even know what what she thought. What was a reference? This is just so crazy. I actually love the patchwork, and that could make a killer dress or a killer pantsuit or like whatever. I thought the patchwork had a fashion element to it because it was really cute, but then the Ugliest Sin part would be the ruffled bottom, the ugly shoes, whatever the hood was made of. Oh my god, and that face. Ugliest Sin, I guess you hit the nail on the head with that. Yes, Iceis, I love this look. It's ugly, it's fashionable, and you're selling it down the runway like it is on the freaking stage of Gucci in Milan or something. I don't know, but I love the patterns. I love the color combination of the white, the pinks, the purples, the yellow, and the hair with the pink roses in the hair. Everything, the way it's belted, you even belted it because you're like, yes, I'm ugly, yes, I'm frumpy, but I'm gonna give myself a waist and I'm gonna sell it down the runway. I love this. Cynthia in this pink look, I don't see Ugliest Sin. It looks very pretty. Like, this is not by any means a bad look. I don't get it. You look beautiful, like head to toe. It's just like it's an interesting, campy cocktail dress. Pink with freaking ostrich feathers, and you think that's Ugliest Sin? Girl, no. This did not meet the brief. Where's the ugly? I saw no ugly. Wow. So, Kamora Amor for Ugliest Sin decided to depict slavery. And I have to applaud her. Like, this is not something that a lot of people want to talk about, want to address, acknowledge, or anything. And especially on this type of a stage, they think that, oh, I'm not going to be looked on favorably. People are going to think that I'm too political. People are going to feel like I'm trying to put something in their face. But being gay is political, and this show is shoving things in people's face. So why the hell, as a black person who happens to be gay, would you not use your platform to be political about different aspects of your life? Like being black and the history of it. So I applaud her for this. I loved it. My mouth was like, the entire time she was walking down the runway and speaking. If you realize, they changed the music. There was no RuPaul music playing in the background. It was like dead silence, and it was just her talking about her piece, because this was a performance piece. This was not just some runway category in a ball. I just love this queen and everything that she does, and that she uses every platform she gets to spread the freaking good gospel of queerness and blackness and acceptance and love and history.
Category is the 7 Deadly Sins.
Kendall Jenner's 7 Deadly Sin is pride, and she's trying to show pride in her heritage, in her ancestors as black people, and, you know, a lot of the body parts that we are known for and that we're prideful of, like big hips, big butts, stuff like that. So I get it with the box braids and the exaggerated hips in a traditional Western European garment. I I get the mashing of the two. I will say that it would have been more impactful had it been a less European aesthetic of a garment. Pythia as Gluttony looks pretty good. I love the whole candy cane, Hansel and Gretel thing that she's going for. But for Gluttony, it's more than just loving candy. It's like just overindulging. So I feel like she could have pushed it a little bit farther. I'm not saying I wanted her to wear a fat suit. No, I'm just saying it could have been pushed a little farther. I did like the little bit when she was like vomiting and you can see the candy on the side of her face. Like, yeah, she eats so much to the point where her body is rejecting it because it's too much. So that was good. I think the hair is a little Barbie dolly, meaning like very yellow and shiny and plasticky, but it's fun. It goes with the whole theme of the candy dress, I guess. Geometric in this sloth look is really good. Like, it's really well done. I wouldn't say it's the best sleeping look I've seen on the runway, but you get the gist of it. I love the pillow with the face painted on it. I like that she painted a bag under her eye. The shoes were an interesting touch. It's giving me very Cinderella vibes with the blue and the white and everything in the hair and the blonde hair and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna say good effort. I really like how it turned out. It does feel though a lot like a blanket or a big sheet or comforter just put over you with a belt on it. It almost feels a little too robe-like, and I'm missing the fashion element from it. I love Adriana, but this wig is a little heavy at the front, and it's just heavy overall. I wish it was styled a little bit differently. For Lust, it's just a little pinky and kitschy. I like the touch of the boobs hanging out because that does lend itself to Lust, but the lacy fabric that's flowing, there's something about it that just doesn't feel that sexy. And with Lust, I want it to feel very sexy. And it was like not quite ready to graduate from sexy yet. I don't know. Something about it was off for me. Iceis Couture, your Hellraiser but make it lesbian, whatever you were talking about. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I saw you working in the workroom and I said, this is going to turn the party, and you turned the party. This is everything. The makeup is great. The head heart, the mask, everything about it. It was just so well done. You can tell this was a concept in Iceis's mind, and she knew exactly what each detail was supposed to be, and it just came together perfectly. My favorite so far for the girls that had, like, for what they've made in the workroom. I don't know who's gonna top this. I must say that I'm a little disappointed because Cynthia Kiss is, you know, she's claimed to be a seamstress and she knows how to construct garments and everything, but this is coming across a little tacky, if I say so myself. I don't love the skirt. I don't love the fit of the top. I don't love the hat. I don't love the brown shawl. The bags were maybe unnecessary. You could be... No, it's not giving. Maybe it's just too much brown. And you know what? Not even that it's too much brown, because the colors have nothing to do with it. It's just how it's made and how it's put together that's not meshing for me. Okay, Kamora pulled this one out of I don't know where, but I was worried. I was truly worried, and I was like, how is she going to get it together? Because she seems like she's not into this box that she got. And she turned the party with this envy look with the snake. It's great. She looks great. I love the voodoo doll because it speaks to being envious of people as well. And it's like, you want what they have and you can't have it, so they can't have it either. Let me prick this doll and break your leg or something. I think she looks gorgeous, even with the whole scrunched up face character she's giving. she's such a show person, and she's always going to give you a performance, and I really, really appreciate that.
Iceis Couture. This week, you really yanked our chain, and we liked it. Congratulations! You're the winner of this week's Maxi-challenge.
Iceis Couture wins this week's challenge, and it is well deserved. I thought she was one of the better queens consistently throughout the entire 3 looks that were presented on the runway. And yeah, good job, girl.
I love you.
Wow. Okay. So I was wrong. Kendall Jenner is in the bottom with Cynthia Kiss. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. They're a part of the frickin' Brat Pack. I knew the producers were going to let this happen at some point. This lip sync was really interesting. Kendall ripped her dress. I was seeing like an anatomically incorrect doll. Her tit was out half the time. She was giving the emotion, and half of the lip sync, Cynthia was just spinning like a freaking gig, and it was just a treat to watch. I feel like Kendall probably won this lip sync, but let's see. I don't know. It's really close.
Kendall Jenner, Shantae, you stay.
You may join.
Yeah, I guess that's the way the cookie crumbled. I mean, Kendall wins the lip sync. She gave a lot of passion throughout in the lip sync, and you can tell she was fighting for it. I think Cynthia was fighting as well, but I don't know what was going on. There was a lot of spinning, and it was a different vibe and different energy that she was giving, and she's lip synced a few times before, so I don't know if she was just tired of lip syncing, because I can only imagine after being in the bottom a few times and lip syncing a few times, if it messes with you mentally and you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. But she looked beautiful tonight. I will say that.
To summarize it in a word, it's been bananas.
Oh, there you have it. Cynthia Kiss is out of the competition, and I'll be speaking with her soon, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And for more exclusive content, and just to support me, bitch, in general, go over to my Patreon. Love you guys loads. Bye. Hey beautiful humans, you've made it this far in this video. Why not subscribe to my Patreon? You can sign up for exclusive content I don't post on YouTube, or support me making content for this channel. Speaking of, why don't you watch another video?